Alright, so today we're gonna be ranking snurps on terms of who is the least evil to the most evil snurp. My rating system for today is gonna be Homer Simpson sound effects. So we're gonna get a woohoo if we like that snurp, if we enjoy that snurp. We're gonna get a doe if it's like a mildly annoying snurp or like one that's just like a pain in the ass. And we're gonna get a Homer screaming sound effect if it's a bad snurp and if they're evil. Let's start this off, shall we? Alright, we're gonna start off with the tasty snurp. Now, these snurps are pretty easy to fight, they give you some snurp radishes if you beat them, I think they deserve a Homer woohoo sound effect because I like them. Woohoo! Next, we're gonna move on to the water snurp. I don't really have much of an opinion on these guys. They kind of just exist. So they're gonna get a woohoo because they're not particularly a pain in the ass. Woohoo! Now we're gonna move on to the rare snurp. Now, these guys are kind of a pain in the ass because rare snurps, for some reason, like to just vanish during fights. So you can't actually beat them, and you can't get any of the rewards from beating them if they choose to just go away. So yeah, this gets a doe. Doe! Okay, we got a gold snurp. I'm gonna say I like gold snurps. You get quite a bit of moolah for beating them, so they're on my good list. Woohoo! Next, we have a delicious snurp. Not only do these guys drop snurp radishes, they drop even better snurp radishes than the original. They drop rare ones. So you know what? We like delicious snurps. Woohoo! We're gonna skip to the rich snurp. Now, the rich snurp, I like the rich snurp. It gives me a lot of moolahs, more than the other snurp. So I'm gonna say this is a woohoo indeed. Woohoo! Alright, we got gassy snurps. I don't know. Okay, usually these ones come in like herds of like a trillion billion. So that's kind of a pain in the ass, especially if you have a me that doesn't have an attack that hits all of them at once. Like, Popstar or Mage or the Warrior has moved that. Well, you know what I mean. If it's like stupid, they can only hit one target instead of all of them at once. It's kind of annoying. So this is gonna get a doe. Also, they're kind of gassy. Doe! Okay, now we have a juvenile snurp, and these guys, just look at them. They look menacing, they look evil, and then vicious. They look vicious. These guys have bad intentions. They do not mean well. And when they attack you, they put you down to 1 health. So this is getting 2 Homer screams out of 10. Next, we have the black snurp, and the black snurps.
Disgusting black creatures. Get out of my sight.
Well, they killed Beta Sheep that one time, and I just don't trust these guys. They also told me to fuck off, so I don't think I like these guys. This is gonna get a Homer scream out of 10. Alrighties, now we got the boss snurp. Okay, low-key, the boss snurp wasn't even that hard to fight. I think his gimmick is kind of fun, kind of annoying though. And also, he's the one that summons the juvenile snurps that kind of get your ass if you don't kill him right away. So you know what, boss snurp, he gets a doe. Doe!
This mop water is so delicious. My insides are tearing apart, but it's so worth it. The pain gets worse by the second.
So, on our rankings, in order, we have... Alright, fellas, and that's it for this video. If you liked my snurpy rankings, let me know in the comments. Tell me who your favorite snurp is, and also make sure that you don't find any juvenile snurps under your bed tonight when you're going to sleep, alright? Make sure your mom tucks you in and sings you a bedtime story. Alright, I gotta go before the snurps kill me. Okay, bye.
I think all snurps should die and never appear in the game ever again. And I think Hattie is fat.